Your oatmeal might not be protecting your heart the way you think. In fact, after 60, a plain bowl of oats can quietly let your arteries stiffen even faster. For years, we have been told that oatmeal lowers cholesterol and keeps blood vessels clean. That is partly true. But here is what nobody tells seniors. Oats only work when your body can keep those arteries flexible. And after 60, that natural flexibility fades unless you give it the right support. Your arteries are living tissue, not pipes. They breathe, expand, and contract with every heartbeat. But with age, sugar spikes, and silent inflammation cause those walls to harden. It is like trying to water your garden with an old hose that no longer bends. The pressure builds, blood flow weakens, and the heart must push harder to keep up. The good news is that scientists have found a simple, natural way to help. By adding just one specific ingredient to your oatmeal, you can trigger nitric oxide production, relax your vessels, and make blood flow smoother again. It does not require any supplement or complex recipe. Just one small change to what you already eat each morning. So, stay with me until the end. Because in this video, we will reveal what that ingredient is, how it works inside your body, and 5 ways to build an oatmeal bowl that actually clears and protects your arteries after 60. To understand why this one ingredient matters so much, you first need to know what oatmeal actually does inside your body. Oats are rich in soluble fiber called beta-glucan. It traps cholesterol and helps flush it out, lowering LDL and keeping your energy steady. That is a strong foundation for heart health. But here is the missing link. Oatmeal cleans the arteries. It does not relax them. After 60, your body makes less nitric oxide, the natural signal that tells your arteries to open and stay flexible. Without it, even clean vessels can feel stiff, forcing your heart to work harder with every beat. The fix is simple. Pair oats with the right ingredients that boost nitric oxide and calm inflammation. That combination can turn your breakfast into daily artery repair. So, let us count down the 5 simple add-ins that transform ordinary oatmeal into real heart protection. Ranked number 5 is cinnamon. This familiar spice has been part of kitchens for thousands of years, yet few people realize how powerful it is for the heart, especially after 60. The secret lies in how it helps control blood sugar and protect the delicate lining of your arteries. Every time you eat, your blood sugar naturally rises. That rise gives your cells energy, but when it happens too sharply, it creates tiny sparks of stress inside your blood vessels. Over time, those sparks lead to a process called glycation. You can think of it like caramel forming on the inside of a pan, sticky, thick, and hard to remove. In your arteries, that same process makes the walls less flexible and more prone to damage. Cinnamon helps slow that down. Studies published in the Journal of Diabetes Research found that cinnamon can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by improving how cells respond to insulin. When glucose enters your cells more smoothly, there is less leftover sugar to harden the arteries. That means less stiffness, less inflammation, and better blood flow. But cinnamon does more than control sugar. It also protects the endothelium, the thin layer that lines the inside of your blood vessels. This layer produces nitric oxide, the very molecule that keeps your arteries relaxed and open. By reducing oxidative stress, cinnamon helps this layer stay active and healthy. It is like keeping the hinges of a door smooth so it opens effortlessly every time. Not all cinnamon, however, is the same. Most grocery store cinnamon is cassia, which contains higher levels of coumarin, a compound that can stress the liver when taken in large amounts. Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, is gentler and safer for daily use, especially for older adults. It has a softer aroma and a sweeter, more delicate flavor. The fix is simple. Use about half a teaspoon of ground Ceylon cinnamon once a day. Sprinkle it on your cooked oatmeal, not while it is still boiling. That way you preserve its natural oils and antioxidants, which are sensitive to heat. If you prefer, you can mix a pinch of cinnamon with ground flaxseed or drizzle it over warm milk and oats. Think of it as a gentle shield for your arteries. Each sprinkle helps steady your blood sugar, protect your vessel walls, and reduce the silent stress that hardens arteries over time. Small changes like this may seem simple, but they add up. The right spice in the morning can quietly support your heart all day long. And speaking of quiet support, the next add-in works in a completely different way. It is not a spice, but a healthy fat that helps your arteries stay elastic from the inside out. Ranked number 4 is extra virgin olive oil. It may seem unusual to add oil to oatmeal, but a small drizzle of this golden liquid can do what oats alone cannot. It helps calm inflammation inside your arteries and keeps the vessel walls soft and flexible. As we age, tiny cracks begin to form along the inner lining of our blood vessels. These cracks allow cholesterol and calcium to slip in, slowly forming stiff plaques over time. Inflammation is the spark that starts this process. When it lingers too long, the body begins to patch those spots with fat instead of healing them naturally. That is how arteries gradually harden. Olive oil helps cool that fire. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that the polyphenols in extra virgin olive oil can reduce vascular inflammation and improve artery elasticity, even in older adults. These polyphenols are powerful antioxidants that protect the endothelium, the thin layer that controls how well your arteries open and close. You can think of it like the oil in a hinge. When the hinge is lubricated, the door moves quietly and smoothly. When it dries out, it squeaks and strains. Olive oil keeps that hinge flexible. But not all olive oils are the same. The health benefits come from the antioxidants that are highest in cold-pressed, unrefined extra virgin olive oil. Refined or light versions have been processed with heat, which destroys many of these compounds. They may look the same in the bottle but do not act the same inside your body. The fix is simple. Use about 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil after your oatmeal has finished cooking. Do not heat it, because high temperatures can damage the delicate polyphenols. Instead, drizzle it on top once your oats are warm. This not only adds a pleasant, smooth flavor, but also helps your body absorb the nutrients from other ingredients like cinnamon, walnuts, and berries more effectively. Olive oil also provides healthy fats that your brain and heart need every day. These fats help stabilize blood sugar, support hormone balance, and give your breakfast a steady, satisfying energy that lasts for hours. Think of it as the finishing touch that turns a basic bowl into real heart nourishment. It is not about adding calories. It is about adding protection. With a drizzle of olive oil, your oatmeal does not just lower cholesterol, it helps your arteries stay young. And if you want to give those arteries even more support, the next add-in adds color, flavor, and a dose of antioxidants that work deep inside your vessel walls. Ranked number 3 is blueberries. These small, colorful berries may look simple, but they are among the most powerful foods for your arteries and brain. They do not just add flavor to your oatmeal. They actually help your blood vessels open, relax, and repair from the inside. The secret lies in their color. That deep blue and purple comes from natural plant pigments called anthocyanins. These compounds are strong antioxidants that protect the endothelium, the thin lining inside your arteries. When that lining is healthy, it produces more nitric oxide, which signals your blood vessels to widen and stay flexible. Imagine your arteries as soft tubes that must open and close all day long to control blood flow. When inflammation or oxidative stress attacks the walls, those tubes become stiff and less responsive. Blood cannot flow as smoothly, and pressure rises. Blueberries act like gentle cleaners, wiping away the oxidative residue that builds up over time. They calm inflammation and help your arteries move with ease again. Researchers from Harvard and the University of East Anglia followed over 90,000 people and found that those who ate more blueberries and strawberries had significantly lower rates of heart attacks, especially in older women. The reason was improved vascular flexibility and lower oxidative stress. Even in people over 60, regular intake of anthocyanin-rich foods was linked to better blood pressure and memory. Blueberries also support brain circulation. As arteries stiffen with age, the brain often receives less oxygen and nutrients. That is one reason memory or focus sometimes fade faster. By improving blood flow, blueberries keep the brain alert and energized. It is like tuning up the small highways that feed your thinking and mood. The fix is simple. Add about half a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries to your oatmeal after it cooks. Do not boil them, or you will lose the delicate antioxidants. If you prefer variety, mix in a few raspberries or blackberries. The more colors, the wider the range of antioxidants your body receives. If fresh berries are not available, frozen is perfectly fine. Just avoid canned or syrup-packed versions, which add unnecessary sugar. Think of blueberries as tiny repair crews traveling through your bloodstream. Each one works to restore smooth flow, protect vessel walls, and refresh the energy your heart and brain depend on. When paired with oats, cinnamon, and olive oil, they create a balanced meal that fights stiffness and keeps your circulation strong. And while blueberries bring antioxidants, the next add-in brings power. It is small, nutty, and rich in the kind of healthy fats your heart needs every single day. Ranked number 2 is flax seeds. These tiny brown or golden seeds may not look impressive, but they are one of nature's quiet protectors for your arteries. Flax seeds support heart health in 2 major ways. They help remove bad cholesterol and calm inflammation inside the vessel walls. Flax is one of the richest sources of soluble fiber and plant-based omega-3 fats, called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. Inside your gut, the fiber in flax acts like a soft broom. It binds to cholesterol and carries it out of your body through digestion instead of letting it settle in your arteries. At the same time, the omega-3 fats in flax reduce the silent inflammation that makes blood vessels stiff and narrow. Imagine your arteries as smooth water pipes. When they are clean and flexible, water flows easily. But when sticky residue begins to coat the sides, the path narrows and pressure rises. Flax fiber helps wipe away that residue, while its omega fats polish the walls so blood can move freely again. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism showed that daily flaxseed intake lowered LDL cholesterol by up to 10% and reduced markers of vascular inflammation in older adults. Another clinical trial found that flax helped improve arterial flexibility, meaning the vessels could expand and contract more easily with each heartbeat. But there is one important rule. Flax must be ground before you eat it. Whole flax seeds have a hard outer shell that the body cannot fully break down. If you eat them whole, they often pass through undigested, and your body misses most of the nutrients. Grinding flax opens that shell, releasing its fiber, ALA, and antioxidants. You can grind it yourself in a coffee grinder or buy it pre-ground, but store it in the refrigerator. The healthy fats in flax are sensitive to heat and air, so cold storage keeps them fresh. The fix is simple. Add 1 tablespoon of ground flax to your oatmeal while it is still warm but not boiling. The gentle heat helps it thicken naturally, giving your oats a creamy texture and a mild, nutty flavor. If you prefer, you can mix flax with cinnamon or sprinkle it over yogurt later in the day. Think of flax as your natural filter and protector. It quietly reduces the cholesterol your arteries do not need and strengthens the lining that keeps blood flowing smoothly. Over time, this small habit can lower pressure on your heart and bring back elasticity to your vessels. With cinnamon to control sugar, olive oil to calm inflammation, blueberries to restore flexibility, and flax to clean your arteries, your breakfast is already becoming powerful medicine in a bowl. But there is still one more ingredient that completes the picture. It is crunchy, rich, and filled with natural compounds that help your body produce nitric oxide, the signal that tells your arteries to open and stay relaxed. Ranked number 1 is walnuts. They may look simple, but these crunchy halves are one of the most complete heart foods nature offers. Just a few pieces a day can help your arteries open, your blood pressure settle, and your heart work more efficiently. Walnuts are rich in plant-based omega-3 fats, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. Inside your body, ALA helps reduce inflammation and acts as a building block for compounds that signal your arteries to relax. But walnuts also contain another nutrient called L-arginine. This amino acid is the raw material your body uses to produce nitric oxide, the molecule that tells blood vessels to widen. The more nitric oxide your cells can make, the easier blood can flow through every vessel. Think of your arteries as flexible tubes that expand slightly with each heartbeat. When nitric oxide is plentiful, they stay soft and responsive. When it is low, they become stiff and narrow, forcing your heart to push harder. Walnuts help restore that flexibility from within. A large clinical trial published in Circulation, a journal of the American Heart Association, found that people who ate walnuts daily improved their artery function by nearly 15% in just 6 weeks. Blood tests showed lower inflammation and higher nitric oxide activity. That means the arteries were not only cleaner, but also more relaxed and efficient. Walnuts are also packed with vitamin E and polyphenols, antioxidants that protect the inner lining of your arteries from damage caused by oxidation. When cholesterol becomes oxidized, it sticks to vessel walls like rust on metal. Antioxidants from walnuts prevent that rust from forming, keeping the surface smooth so blood can flow freely. The fix is easy. Add 4 to 5 walnut halves to your oatmeal after it finishes cooking. Chop them lightly so they mix well. Avoid salted or sugar-coated versions, as added sodium or sweeteners can undo the heart benefits. If you prefer a softer texture, soak the walnuts overnight in water. They will become tender while keeping their nutrients intact. The healthy fats in walnuts also enhance the absorption of other nutrients in your oats. They help your body make better use of the antioxidants in blueberries and the polyphenols in cinnamon. Together, these ingredients create a natural team that protects your arteries from every angle. Think of walnuts as the switch that turns your oatmeal from good to great. They activate nitric oxide, calm inflammation, and give your heart the gentle support it needs after 60. With just one small handful, you are not only feeding your body, you are helping your arteries stay young. Now that you know all 5 add-ins, let us look at how to put them together into a simple routine that keeps your heart strong every single morning. Now, let us put everything together into one simple routine you can use every morning. Start with your base. Use half a cup of dry oats and cook them with water or milk until they reach the texture you like. Oats are gentle on digestion and provide the foundation for steady energy through the day. While your oatmeal is still warm, stir in 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds. They will thicken the texture slightly and add soluble fiber that helps remove extra cholesterol from your system. This step also gives your breakfast a creamy consistency that many people find more satisfying than plain oats. Next, sprinkle in half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Do this after cooking, not while the oats are boiling, so you keep its natural oils and antioxidants intact. The cinnamon helps keep your blood sugar steady and supports the inner walls of your arteries. Then comes the color and freshness. Add half a cup of blueberries, fresh or frozen. They cool the oats, add a touch of sweetness, and deliver anthocyanins that support your heart and brain circulation. If frozen, just let them sit on the warm oats for a minute so they release their flavor without losing nutrients. Now for the crunch. Add 4 or 5 walnut halves on top. They bring healthy fats, antioxidants, and L-arginine, the amino acid your body turns into nitric oxide. That nitric oxide helps your arteries relax and your heart pump with less effort. Finally, finish with a drizzle of 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Added only after the oats have cooled slightly, so you preserve its delicate polyphenols. This final step locks in moisture, enhances the flavor, and helps your body absorb the nutrients from everything else in the bowl. You can also prepare small jars for the week. Mix dry oats with flax and cinnamon in advance. Each morning, just cook 1 jar, then top with blueberries, walnuts, and olive oil. It saves time while keeping your routine consistent. Think of this as more than breakfast. It is a quiet form of daily care for your arteries. Each ingredient plays a role, and together they create balance, flexibility, and calm strength that your heart can feel. Now, let us answer a few quick questions seniors often ask about eating oats this way. Can I eat this every day? Yes. Oatmeal with these 5 add-ins is gentle enough for daily use. Consistency matters more than quantity. A few weeks of steady routine can already improve blood flow and energy. Can I use all 5 ingredients at once? Yes, that is how they work best. Healthy fats from olive oil and walnuts help absorb antioxidants from blueberries and cinnamon. Flax adds fiber that balances cholesterol. Together, they form a complete meal for heart and brain health. When is the best time to eat it? Morning is ideal. It supports blood sugar stability, circulation, and calm energy through the day. What if I miss 1 ingredient? No problem. Even 2 or 3 of them will help. Small consistency beats occasional perfection. Can I make it savory? Yes. You can skip cinnamon, keep olive oil and walnuts, and use a pinch of herbs instead. This breakfast is simple, flexible, and powerful. Once it becomes habit, you may notice steadier energy, lighter digestion, and calmer mornings. Next, let us look at a few quick cautions so you can enjoy all these benefits safely and confidently. This combination is safe for most seniors, but a few cautions can help you use it wisely. If you take medication for blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol, give at least 1 to 2 hours between your pills and this meal. Oats and flax slow digestion slightly, which can delay how fast medicine absorbs. If you use blood thinners, keep walnut portions moderate. Walnuts naturally thin the blood a little, which is healthy for most people, but combining too much with medication may amplify the effect. 4 or 5 halves per day are enough. Choose Ceylon cinnamon instead of cassia. Ceylon is lower in coumarin, which is gentler on the liver, especially for long-term use. If you have nut allergies, replace walnuts with pumpkin seeds or hemp hearts. They still offer healthy fats and minerals that protect your arteries. And finally, store flax and olive oil properly. Keep both in a cool, dark place or refrigerator to prevent oxidation. Fresh ingredients make all the difference. Used with care, this breakfast is one of the simplest and safest ways to support your heart naturally. With a few mindful adjustments, this simple habit can keep your arteries clear and your mornings strong. And in the next video, we will build on this foundation with another everyday food that affects your heart in surprising ways. If you thought oats were powerful, the next video may surprise you even more. We will look at a common fruit that most seniors eat every week, but when paired with the wrong food, it can quietly raise blood pressure and inflammation overnight. I will show you what to avoid, the right way to combine it, and how to keep your heart steady through every season of life. If you found today's video helpful, give it a like and share it with someone who also enjoys oatmeal. Your small action may help another person protect their heart. And if you have not yet, subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss the next senior health tip. I am Dr. Sam. Here is to clear arteries, steady hearts, and strong mornings. Stay well, and I will see you in the next video.